time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. First down, Giants. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more on that one, and another first down. First down, Giants. All the option left, it's Jones. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Gano's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Jamal Agnew. Touchdown, Jaguars. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. From 19 yards away. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point try good by Gano, and it makes the score 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
On second down, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete as well.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look, taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. A solid stiff arm. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And they'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's caught.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing, Jones. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. A give to ETN running right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put...
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
But it brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So this will be a win for Jacksonville.